Okay, now many of you know this. I'm a father of 3 very beautiful children, a very handsome young baby boy and 2 very beautiful daughters. And I feel constrained to talk about this because I care about my children. I love them. And I think most parents in the United States of America care about their children and love their children and feel constrained to act in their best interests. I think it's getting ridiculous when they are calling parents who are concerned for their children and speaking out against evils being done to their children as terrorists. And I think it's even worse how we are getting to the point where we as United States citizens are absolutely, completely giving up our right to be able to raise our children by allowing these precious children to be given to the state. One thing that I promise you I will not do with every last breath in me is allow that to happen with my precious children. That's why they're being homeschooled, because I am seeking to protect them from the evils of the totalitarian state that desires to completely take everything away from them. It is absolutely terrible. I want to read an article that was written here in the Federalist, and it basically talks about how important it is for legislation to be passed that keeps states from seeking to take the right away from parents to raise their children. Let me read a portion of this article. It says, more medical facilities are offering life-altering, non-reversible medical interventions for adolescents who believe they were born the wrong sex. Many parents are against these experimental surgeries and hormonal interventions because they know that these treatments will cause irreparable physical and emotional harm to their children. Take Chloe Cole, for example, who at age 13 began taking puberty blockers. At age 15, she had a double mastectomy, and at age 16, she made the decision to stop these interventions and instead affirm her sex. Earlier this year, Chloe launched an organization alongside others who regret having received so-called gender-affirming care, and this organization now works to warn others about the harms caused by such medical interventions. It's no wonder countries such as the United Kingdom and Sweden have recently suspended their use of experimental approach on children, recognizing its inherent risks. Too bad for the Biden regime is not following suit. In fact, the Biden regime and congressional Democrats are hell-bent on pushing a radical agenda in schools and in the home that is often squarely opposed to parents. Just this week, NBC News reported that the Education Department has opened what appears to be the first of its kind investigation into Granbury Independent School District after it pulled library books dealing with sexuality and gender. There are parents across the country who are speaking out against these evils, and the so-called Department of Justice is going after them. Not going after the child exploiters, not going after the molesters, not going after those that are doing true and dark and real evil. They're going after parents who are opposing the totalitarian state in order to take back the right that God gave them to be able to raise children in his ways. This is evil stuff. Folks, if we do not speak out about this stuff now, we are headed down a road that we are not going to return from. Enough is enough, and everybody needs to know what's going on before it's too late. We must put an end to this. God places a huge premium on caring for our children, and we need to do so. Time to fight the good fight, folks. Time to stand up for righteousness. Every legal remedy we have available to us must be used in order to fight this wickedness that is seeking to be completely covering our children. Enough is enough. No more.